This is 1 year ago today. If you're new here, I explain what happened 1 year ago today with a few side topics. The topics of the day are top news story headlines, daily holidays, some history from a bit more than 1 year ago today, and the COVID-19 topic. Let's get into it. Today, the top news story headlines weren't as interesting as they usually were, but I will still go through them to try and provoke your memory to remember things you have previously forgotten. First, COVID-19 and the economy. A few days ago, I talked about how the United States economy took a dip. Now a report came out on how the coronavirus outbreak was driving stocks down. This is when the stock market was first starting to take a hit. Do you remember that? The next piece of news from 1 year ago today is about the religious riots in New Delhi. If you don't remember from then, in a few videos ago, I talked about how the riots seemed pretty violent. Now, this article said that they were counting the deaths from people who had died from it. The article stated that mobs had violently protested against each other, and police just took action in this. Once the police did it, some of it stopped. Now, it's up to authorities to count who has died from this. At the time, that was the only information known. The next piece of news from 1 year ago today takes place in London, specifically about Heathrow Airport. Heathrow Airport was expanding, and this article talked about issues on the environment as it did expand. They were building on the lands that previously belonged to the environment, as the article stated. Protesters were protesting against this as London Heathrow was finding a plan to make their expansion somewhat environmentally friendly, yet still expanding nonetheless. It worked out for both the airport and the protesters. Well, that was all for the interesting news from 1 year ago today. I really hope you enjoyed, and that was really all. So hopefully you'll enjoy the daily holidays just as much as you enjoyed this, but probably a bit more, because at least to me that was kind of boring. So that's all. Today, there are a few daily holidays. These are National Chocolate Soup Hole Day, National Public Sleeping Day, and National Rare Disease Day. First, National Chocolate Soup Hole Day. For those of you that don't know, chocolate soup hole is this, the picture. The French dessert looks incredible, and in order to fully celebrate it, there are some things you could do. You can make it yourself, or head over, if safe, to your local French restaurant and get this delicious dessert. Well, if you don't feel like doing that, then you can still enjoy this quick montage of some chocolate soup hole that my daily holidays editor put together. Just speaking of the truth, everyone thought that looked delicious. The next daily holiday on this list is National Public Sleeping Day. This daily holiday isn't so much about homelessness, although we can always help fight against it, but this daily holiday is mainly about dozing off in public just for fun. If we feel like taking a nap at a picnic we have today, then so it be. But happy Public Sleeping Day to everyone watching out there. The last daily holiday on this list is a bit more serious. This is National Rare Disease Day. With so many things going on around us, it's easy to ignore some things like this, but today we cannot ignore rare diseases. About 1 in 20% of people, or 5% of people, have or will live with a rare disease in their lifetime. It is scary, especially when we don't know much information about the disease. So the goal of today is to get some more information about the diseases. If you would like to help spread the message for rare diseases, then you could do a few things. You could tell someone, text them about it, or share the video with them. They will love it. Well, that's all for the daily holidays today. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll enjoy the history just as much as you enjoyed this. Does anyone want to hear about how King Gustav V of Sweden state visited the Netherlands? Well, it happened today, so I guess we'll cover it. Now, I, as in the history editor, actually couldn't find any information on it, so I guess we'll just cover this point in time. I promise it will be quick, though. Sweden had just came out of its union with Norway, with the 4 Swedish kings being the kings of Norway. These were Charles John XIV, Oscar I, Charles XV, and Oscar II. Before this, briefly, Norway was ruled by King Christian VIII of Denmark, as Norway had come out of a union with Denmark. The last king of Denmark, Norway, was King Frederick VI. Anyway, Oscar II's son was Gustav V, and yeah, he did want to join World War I and II on Germany's side, and he died. He was replaced by his son, Gustav Adolf VI, and later, when Gustav Adolf VI died, King Carl Gustav XVI became the king, and he is still the king today. But here's our real topic. The resignation of Pope Benedict XVI. Now, first things first, the Vatican isn't like the rest of the monarchies in Europe. Unlike the United Kingdom, for example, where the king's firstborn, male or female, in some cases takes the throne, the Vatican elects their monarchies. As you may know this, and yeah, the Pope is an elected monarchy and the head of the Catholic Church. Once the Pope dies, the cardinals have elected a new one. I mean, the Pope is just the head of the Catholic Church, but he used to be the Papal States in central Italy. Anyways, in 2005, after the death of Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict of Bavaria in Germany was elected as the Pope. However, this man was 78 when he was elected Pope, so in 2013, he resigned the Pope. Now, okay, on February 11th, he announced that he would resign. Then on the 27th, he presented his farewell address on the 27th. Then on the 28th, he officially resigned as Pope. Okay, so what's the big deal? Well, here's the thing. This is the first time in a long time that the Pope has resigned. This is similar to the abdication crisis in 1936. Addiction of King Edward VIII nearly brought down the British monarchy. This is what made King George VI reluctantly take the throne. Now, it wasn't like dishonor in the Vatican like it was in the United Kingdom. It was just surprising. Eventually, on March 13th, Pope Francis was declared the new Pope. Okay, now onto the COVID-19 topic. This is the section of the video where we look at how COVID-19 looked like 1 year ago today. First, the cases, then the death toll. 1 year ago today, the world gained 1,358 new cases, bumping up their total to 83,652. The United States gained 5 cases, bumping up the total up to 65. The United Kingdom gained 12 cases and had a total of 56. France gained 19 cases, kind of spiking, gaining a total of 57. Italy definitely was spiking, bumping up their total from 233 cases gained today to a total of 888. Spain gained 17 cases and had a total of 32. Germany gained 2 cases, having a total of 48. Mexico gained their first case 1 year ago today. Canada gained 2 cases and had a total of 16. Israel gained 3 cases and had a total of 6. Hong Kong gained 1 case, bumping up their total to 94. Malaysia gained 2 cases, having a total of 25. Singapore gained 2 cases, having a total of 98. South Korea, spiking at the time, gained 256 cases, bumping up their total to 2,022. Japan gained 12 cases, having a total of 198. Thailand gained 1 case and had a total of 41. Azerbaijan gained its first case 1 year ago today. Bahrain gained 3 cases, bumping up their total to 36. Croatia gained 2 cases, having a total of 5. Denmark gained 1 case and had a total of 2. Finland gained 1 case, having a total of 3. Georgia gained 1 case, bumping up their total to 2. Greece 4. Iceland gained its first case 1 year ago today. Iran, spiking at the time, gained 143 cases, bumping up their total to 388. Iraq gained 1 case and had a total of 8. Kuwait gained 2 cases, having a total of 45. Lebanon gained 1 case, having a total of 4. New Zealand gained 1 case and had a total of 1. It was actually their first case. The Netherlands gained 1 case and had a total of 2. Norway gained 2 cases, bumping up their total to 6. Romania gained 2 cases, bumping up their total to 3. Switzerland gained 9 cases, having a total of 15. Taiwan gained 2 cases, bumping up their total to 34. For the death toll, 1 year ago today, the world gained 54 new deaths, bumping up their total to 2,858. Italy gained 4 deaths, having a total of 21. All the other countries we did not mention either gained 0 cases or 0 deaths. Well, that was all for the COVID-19 topic. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll enjoy the conclusion just as much as you enjoyed. This is the conclusion of the video. It's kind of boring, so you can click off if you want to, but there is one more thing that I'd like to say. If you enjoyed hearing about Rare Disease Day and would like to help spread the message for it, then make sure to give this video a like and share with your friends. Well, anyways, that's all. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you would like to subscribe, make sure to scroll down and click that red button that says subscribe to make it gray. And in order to be notified whenever I release a video, click the bell and then click on all. Thank you.